In a scene reminiscent of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, where trees communicate to fend off threats, recent research has shown that real trees can also warn each other of danger. A new study has uncovered how trees emit chemical signals to communicate and activate defenses against potential threats. When plants are injured, they release certain chemical compounds that infiltrate healthy plants nearby, triggering their internal defenses. Understanding this mechanism could help scientists and farmers protect plants from insect attacks or droughts more effectively. The concept of talking trees emerged in the 1980s when ecologists observed that attacked willow and alder trees produced chemicals making their leaves unappetizing to insects. Surprisingly, healthy trees located 30 or 40 meters away also started producing the same chemical defenses, despite having no root connections to the damaged trees. This indicated that trees might send chemical signals through the air, a phenomenon now known as plant eavesdropping. Over the past 4 decades, scientists have observed this communication in over 30 plant species, including lima beans, tobacco, tomatoes, sagebrush, and mustard plants. However, the specifics of which compounds were important and how they were sensed remained unclear until now. Plants don't have ears or eyes, but they communicate by emitting volatile organic compounds, VOCs, which are chemicals we can often smell. These compounds serve various purposes, such as attracting pollinators or deterring predators. One class of these compounds, green leafy volatiles, GLVs, is emitted when a plant is injured. An example is the familiar smell of freshly cut grass. In the new study, led by Masatsugu Toyota and published in Nature Communications, researchers manually damaged the leaves of Arabidopsis, mustard and tomato plants, and exposed healthy plants to the emitted GLVs. They used genetically modified plants that fluoresce when calcium ions are activated to track the responses. Calcium signaling is crucial for cellular functions in most organisms, including plants. The researchers found that only 2 specific GLVs increased calcium ions inside the cells. The calcium signaling first increased in the guard cells, forming the plant's stomata, indicating that the compounds were absorbed into the plant's inner tissues. This calcium signaling acts like a switch to activate the plant's defense responses, such as producing proteins that make the plant less palatable to insects. With this new understanding, researchers suggest that plants could be preemptively fortified against threats, much like a vaccine. For example, exposing healthy plants to insect-ridden plants or their associated GLVs could boost their genetic defenses, reducing the need for pesticides. This could also make plants more resilient to drought by triggering them to retain more water. The study opens the door for future research, such as identifying specific receptors in plants that respond to these GLVs and understanding why only certain compounds trigger the calcium signaling. This knowledge could revolutionize how we protect crops and manage agricultural practices, making plants more robust against environmental stressors.